चलो, very good morning everyone. How are you all? Last class, any doubt? Bolo. Any doubt in any concept, any question? I have given one question as homework also. Question number 5. I think you have done it correctly only, but we'll see whether you have done correct or not. Doubt. Okay, I understood. Better recover, one doubt is coming. 1 second, I will explain. Apart from that, any doubt? Insurance claim. Insurance. It will be insurance expenses will be time adjustment, because that is paid for what? Entire year for 12 months. So it will be equally proportionated. Okay? Any more doubt apart from bad debt recovery? Now. Now, doubt came for what? Bad debt. But what is the journal entry of bad debt? Journal entry for bad debt is the journal entry for bad debt is what? Bad debt account debit to debtor. Correct? Understood? Are babas? You don't know journal entry bad debt? I have said something. Listen. It will come. Then enjoy. Maja aega. Now, bad debt journal entry is what? Bad debt to debtor. Now, please, thoda sa behave like a mature person, okay? You are not kid. You are not kid. I have a limited time, 2.5 hours only. If disturbance hoga, I will become emotional, you will become emotional. Your time are wasted. Huh? You want me to waste your time? Then I can waste entire time. And if you say any disturbing element, I will throw out of the class. Give me permission. Can I start? Can I start? Yes. Everyone say. Yes, sir. Now, no, don't disturb me. Huh? Now, I will take permission. If you say yes, then only I will start. Otherwise, I will waste the time. Can I start? Yes, sir. Now, bad debt. What is journal entry of bad debt? Bad debt to debtor. This everyone know. What is journal entry of bad debt recovered? Bad debt recovered, it is cash account debit to what? Bad debt recovered. Correct? Means this bad debt is for current year loss. So the current year bad debt was 98,000. Correct? And some bad debt which was already charged to previous year has been now recovered. Means whatever recovery has been done, that is related to some bad debt which is already charged to PL account of last year, now recovered. So we have recovered what? 7,000. 7,000. Can I say this bad debt recovered has nothing to do with this current year bad debt? Current year bad debt. And bad debt and bad debt recovered are two different accounts. This bad debt will be transferred to PL account separately, and bad debt recovered will be transferred to PL account separately. Means normally in SOPL we write down two bad debt. Two bad debt, how much? 98,000. 98,000. And then we write down by bad debt recovered, how much? I think in CA foundation, if you have done this, you have done this only. You have never adjusted bad debt recovered to bad debt account. But in this question, what they have done, instead of writing this two, they have written two bad debt what? Two bad debt 91,000. Means your profit will not be affected. Your profit remains same. Correct? Either you are writing 98,000, 7,000 separately, or you are writing 91,000 one single amount, whether it will affect your net profit, your net profit remains same. But they have given 91,000. Whether 91,000 is the bad debt of current year? No. So if you allocate 91,000 in sales ratio, can I say it wrong? Therefore, what we have done, we have added bad debt recovered to this, and we have calculated gross bad debt, total bad debt of current year. And that 98,000 is allocated in which ratio? Sales ratio. So if you allocate 91,000 in sales ratio, can I say it will be wrong? Because out of that 91,000, some amount has been adjusted which is related to prior year. Therefore, what we have done? We have done 91,000 plus 7,000 is equal to 98,000. This is allocated in which ratio? Sales ratio. Correct? And then 7,000, as per the information given the question, it was related to pre-sales. Therefore, it will be totally pre-income. This was the concept. Understood? Correct? Yes, sir. Now, sometime I will explain you on the understanding that it has been done in your CA foundation. However, I will take my viewpoint. I will teach you from basics only. But this was very simple point. I was assuming that you have understood. But suppose you are not understanding, you need to ask doubt. Simply, I will be very much happy to give answer for that. Correct? Understood? Yes, sir. So I think now you have understood this point. Bad debt and bad debt recovered. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Any more doubt about question number 5? Any more doubt? So question number 5. Can you help me? So question number 5. We need to prepare a statement of profit and loss. I think everyone have done now. Just help me so that I can understand you have done correct. Batao. Gross profit in which ratio? 1:6. 14,000 and 84,000. This is pre, this is post. Correct. Then bad debt recovered. Bad debt recovered how much? Can I say it will be pre? Because this was for a sale made in pre-period. So this will be pre-income. Correct? How much? 500. But can you see in this question bad debt recovered but not adjusted with bad debt? Therefore, there is no need to add back. Are you getting what I am saying? So because they have given two different items, bad debt recovered and bad debt, so of course it is not adjusted. It is not adjusted. Correct? So it will become 14,500 and 84,000. Then expense, commission. As per which ratio? 1:6. How much? 375 and 2250. Then we have what? Advertisement. In which ratio? 1:6. How much? 750 and 4,500. Then discount. Discount 1:6. How much? 50 and 300. Then what? Director fees. Director fees will be always what? Post. How much? 9,000. Correct? Then salaries 1:3. How much? 4,500 and 13,500. Then depreciation time ratio 1:3. 700 and 2,100. Very easy. Then insurance. Insurance is 1:3. How much? 1, 150 and 450. Then rent and tax separately. This is which tax? Municipal tax. Correct now. So rent is a specific information given. So as per actual information, how much? It is 60 and 630. So tax become in which ratio? 1:3. So what was the total amount of rent and tax? 3,000. Out of this, how much rent? 690. So this will be allocated which ratio? Time ratio. Allocate karo time ratio. 578 and 1732. Very good. Then bad debt. Bad debt, once again I will explain. But those you have done, as per working note you have done, can you give the amount? 380. Correct na? Chalo. I will assume it is correct. Interest to vendor. This is also as per working note. But what you have done? 1,000 and correct. 100% correct. Then audit fee. In this question they have said which ratio? Time ratio. 1:3. How much? 500 and 1,500. Done. छूट गया तो बताओ. Preliminary expenses, how much? Post 700. Can you give me the total? 9049 38526. But what is the net profit? 5451 45 474. This will be transferred to capital reserve. This will be transferred to PL appropriation account. Understood? Working note. Allocation of what? Bad debt. I am assuming other working note you have done properly. बताओ, what is the total bad debt? $1,250. Out of this, bad debt related for post period, how much given? 350. This is specifically mentioned post period. How much left? 900. So this 900 is bad debt for how many months? 5 months. From which date to which date? From 1/4 to what? 31st August. Correct? Bolo. So this is specifically for first 5 months. Out of that, pre-period is what? first 3 months, and post period is what? Next 2 months. So we need to find out sales ratio of that specific period. So it is x plus x plus x, already done, 3x, and this is x plus 3x, means 4x, means this will be 900 into 3 by 7, which is equal to what? 386. This will be 900 into 4 by 7. How much? 514. Correct? 514 plus what? 350. Total 864. Simple. Everyone incorrect? Anyone who have done mistake in this? Now understood? Yes, sir. Realization that you are doing mistake is you are moving towards success. Always you should take, yes, I have done mistake, sir. Understood? Then there is one interest to vendor also. Interest to vendor, and they have given up to what? Up to means from 14 to what? 110. 14 to 110. But how many months? This is 6 months. Out of these 6 months, pre is how many months? 3 months. And post is how many months? 3 months. Therefore, total interest is 2000, which will be allocated equally 1000 and 1000. 2000 allocated equally. Understood? Correct. So question number 5 done. Come to question number 6. That on favorite question of ICI. Question number 6 is one of the favorite question. Question number 6 and question number 4. Question number 4 is also favorite question. Now, the partners of Maitri agencies decided to convert the partnership firm into private limited company called MA Private Limited with effect from 1st Jain 1998. This is the date of acquisition, 1st Jan 1998. The consideration was agreed at rupees 1 crore 17 lakh. Means, already I said this is known as PC. PC means purchase consideration. And that is 1 crore 17 lakh. 1 crore 17 lakh. Correct? Based on firm balance sheet as at 31st December 1997. Means 1 day prior to the date of acquisition. Correct? However, due to some procedural difficulties, the company could be incorporated only on 1st April 1998. Means the date of incorporation is 1st April 1998. Correct? Meanwhile, the business was continued on behalf of company and the consideration was settled on that date. Means this PC was paid on this date. Means in this 3-month interest will be paid because late payment. So for late payment 3-month interest will be paid with interest at a rate of 12% per annum. They have given also the rate of interest is what? 12% per annum. Correct? The same books of account were continued by the company which closed its books of account for the first time on 31st March 1999. So 31st March 1999. And prepare the following summarized PL account. So they have given you summarized PL account for this period. They have given sales ratio, cost of goods sold, sales ratio. Means GP is based on sales ratio, means sales and COGS are also sales ratio, correct? Therefore only GP will be in sales ratio, correct? Salary 11 lakh 70, time ratio, depreciation time ratio, advertisement sales ratio, discount sales ratio, MD remuneration, miscellaneous office expense, nothing is given, time ratio. Office comes showroom rent, nothing given, time ratio. Interest, nothing given, time ratio. If nothing is given, then time ratio. Then, company only borrowing was a loan of 50 lakh at the rate of 12% per annum to pay PC due to the firm and the working capital requirement. Means they have taken one loan of 50 lakh at a rate of what? So they have taken a loan of 50 lakh on which rate of interest is 12% per annum. Yes, sir. Correct. Then company was able to double the average monthly sales of the firm from 1st April 1998. Means from 1st April 1998, means from the date of incorporation, the sales was doubled. Means previously if it was X, now it become 2X. Correct. But the salary tripled from that date. It means some specific information is given about salary. Therefore, we cannot use time ratio. So salary tripled. So if previously it was X, now it become 3X per month. It had to occupy additional space from 1st July 1998. From 1st July 1998, they have taken additional space. So additional rent will come from 1st July. And from 1st July, it is totally post period. Correct. For which rent was 30,000 per month. 30,000 per month. Prepare profit and loss account in columnar form, apportioning the cost and revenue between pre-incorporation and post-incorporation period. Also suggest how the pre-incorporation profit are to be dealt with. Means you need to give accounting treatment that it will be transferred to what? Capital reserve. Only this much. Okay. Can we start? Working note number 1. Ratio. Will you calculate sales ratio? You will calculate, I will calculate. Calculate. Sales ratio, everyone. Don't discuss. Don't discuss anything, please. Do by your own. Otherwise say, sir, you only do. I will do. 1:6. Bolo. Everyone get 1:6? How much? 1:6 is wrong. Sales ratio you have not understood. 1:8. Means 2 got 2 answer we got. Please. You only come यहाँ पर. Well, you come. You say what is right, what is wrong. Come here. Come here. Enjoy na. So 1:8 is correct. Those who have said 1:6 previously, I think they have understood what mistake they have done. But first answer I got 1:6. Everyone listen. Listen now. There is nothing important to do correct solution in class. In class is a different game. Exam is a different game. Exam 3 hours with lot of what? Pressure. With 8 subject in your mind. I mean, right now we have done pre-incorporation profit chapter and we are answering. In that day, you have 19 chapters in your mind. And suddenly one question comes from pre-incorporation profit. So that day is a different day. Today is a different day. Are you getting what I am saying? So even though you are doing correct, you need to understand what may happen in exam. A very good student can get wrong answer in what? Exam. If concentration level is not there. Now, just try to understand. I have written everything. But those who have not done that working note, which I start, I have missed one working note यहाँ पर. Understood? One working note is missing. Intentionally I have missed. Intentionally I have missed. Because if I would have done that, then हो सकता है you would have been saved. Means there is one working note which I have not written. How many have done that working note? Means those who have done, I think they have understood ki what is the period. Are you getting what I am saying? Those who have not done, they also might have understood. But there is the importance of working note. Always in exam, write down this working note. Now you will understand what is the importance of this working note. I will say. Please, one thing I will say, please, everyone, देखो, you, उसको बुलाओ, सबसे ज़्यादा, you. I am saying specifically to you. Next time, I will not tolerate. पहले बता रहा हूँ. And one thing I am saying, do as per me. Don't be fast. Don't do on prior basis. Otherwise, why you have came in the class? If you want to do by your, I will say don't take coaching. Because I have also not taken any coaching class, but I become CA. Coaching is not at all important. But when you came here, you have given fees, follow me. Because I can guide you. Otherwise, why you are here? If you are doing by your own, what is the need of coming in the class? I will say take concept, go home. Do from study material, every answer is given there. You are wasting your time yahan par, Baba. If you are not listening me, then what is the use of coming in the class? If you are doing by your own, then what is the need of my presence yahan par? You are wasting your time, dear. If I am not required for you, you are wasting your time. I am watching you. Most of you are doing when I am saying something. What is the use of coming here? My presence is not required. So why I am coming yahan par? You have given fees now. Happy, I am happy. I am happy now. Now you are not following me, so I will not come. Simple now. It means I am doing this question. I could have given homework also. Means there is something in this question or not. As per my experience, because your experience and my experience totally different. You are doing this chapter for the first time. I am teaching this chapter from last 12 years. So please take that guidance. Otherwise, same thing will happen which has happened to every student who has failed exam. And don't be over smart. This is CA. This is CA. Over smart karoge na, you will cry on result day. You will cry, another will laugh on you. This friend will become senior. Don't become over smart. जो आपके ग्रुप में है ना वो सीनियर बन जाएंगे, देखेंगे भी नहीं आपको, आपके पास आएंगे भी नहीं, यू विल बी जूनियर देन. बी काम. दिस सीए एग्जाम बाबा, दिस नॉट सीए फाउंडेशन. सीए इंटर 8 सब्जेक्ट 9 month. Focus. I am not at all. Believe me, you pass, you do not pass, it will not affect my life. It will not affect my life. But what you are doing, first day, second day, you are doing, what attitude you are showing. This is third day of my class and I am demotivated. I am demotivated. I am not interested to teach. I don't want to teach this type of student. मेरे पास बहुत स्टूडेंट है. I don't want. Believe me, मेरे को मन नहीं कर रहा है पढ़ाने का, एकदम मन नहीं कर रहा है. क्या कर रहे हो आप लोग? What you are thinking? You will become CA? क्या सोच रहे हो आप लोग? गलत सोच रहे हो. You pass CA foundation, it means you will become CA. रोगे, you will cry one day. Even though you are intelligent, I am challenging you. What do you think about yourself? CA foundation टूचू एग्जाम है. Just try to understand. If I demotivate, now I will not teach as per your requirement. I will teach as per my requirement. I'll come, I'll go, you will not understand. Don't demotivate me. And you don't know me. I'm very good teacher. I'm very excellent teacher. I'm the best teacher of India. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, huh? Third day, this is third day. I'm watching you from 3 days. I'm not the teacher from where you have came. उसको छोड़ दो. सोचो, आपके लिए सोचो. What you are doing? And we are wasting your time for others. आप सोचो ना आपको क्या करना, उनके बारे में सोचो. नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल नॉट टॉलरेट एनीवन. जितना मजाक करना करो मेरे से, पढ़ाई के समय नहीं. आई एम वार्निंग यू. आई एम रियली वार्निंग. जो वट एवर वट जोक्स यू वांट टू गिव इन, 2 jokes आफ्टर क्लास, आई विल बी विथ यू फॉर हाफ एन आवर. यू कांट इमेजिन हाउ मच मस्ती आई कैन डू. But no, this is your time. Realize this time. And if you don't want to become CA, let other become CA. And if you can become CA by your own knowledge, don't come here. There are some exceptional students, they don't require coaching. Will you tolerate them? No, Nare. Next time, I'm warning those who are doing like this. In class, no comment if I am teaching. पूरा डिमोटिवेट हो जाता हूं मैं. पहले बोल दो नहीं पढ़ना, नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा, पैसा रिफंड कर दूंगा. अभी क्या लगता है पैसे नहीं है मेरे पास? अभी तुरंत रिफंड कर दूंगा. प्लीज डोंट. आई एम हियर फॉर यू. डोंट डिमोटिवेट मी. व्हाट यू थिंक वी रिक्वायर? मजा आता है? वी फील ग्रेट. सोचो थोड़ा, अपने आप सोचो ना. whether I am wrong, if I am wrong, whatever you say I will do. But you are wasting your time, not my time. And if you have given me an opportunity to teach, let me teach. Please. Whatever you will say after class, I will do with you. कुछ भी बोलोगे करूंगा. बोलोगे डांस करो, आपको भी डांस करना पड़ेगा मेरे साथ. करोगे? बोलो. तब नहीं करोगे, मैं करूंगा, पर क्लास में नहीं. वार्निंग, आई एम गिविंग वार्निंग टू एवरीवन. लास्ट टाइम. डोंट प्ले विथ मी. डोंट प्ले विथ मी. आई एम डेंजरस. डेंजरस. डोंट कंपेयर विथ अदर टीचर्स. तो गुस्सा आएगा, फेंक दूंगा. डोंट प्ले विथ मी. माई इमोशंस आर वेरी मच इफेक्टिव. डोंट प्ले विथ माई इमोशंस. Everyone. Everything okay? भूल जाओ. भूल जाओ. Sorry. माफ करना. I always apologize if I said something wrong. Please माफ कर देना. लेकिन इमोशन से मत खेलना. ठीक है ना? हैप्पी? माफी मांग लिया ना? Everyone. So we were doing one question. What I was doing, I was teaching you one question and someone said 1:6 means lack of concentration. Lack of concentration. 60% students fail because of lack of concentration. Not because they are not good students. They are also good, but they are not concentrating. Understood? So first is what? Pre-incorporation period. Write down these always. 1998 to what? 31st March 1998. Post incorporation period 1/4/1998 and now normally what happen in exam, we write this by our own, and if you have written 31st 12 because you started with this, gone case. Means from today now, this year end, take from what? Question. Always. I said favorite question have been asked 4 times. Super easy question because I know 60% student will do time ratio wrong. And that is their intention. They want to filter you. They want to filter you. Those who are not concentrating, those who think I can become, but they will not become because there is lack of concentration. Are you getting what I am saying? So here, you need to write down this from what? From what? Question. And the question is clearly mentioned. It is 31st March 1999. It can be less than 12 months also. Be careful. This is super danger. Super danger. Write down danger. In exam, your exam, such question is going to come. Be careful about this point. Because one mistake, 10 marks gone. Understood? Correct. Now it's easy. Now entire question is easy. Now no mistake. So now we'll do ratio. Always first calculate time ratio. Time ratio is what? Pre how many month? 3 months. Post how many month? 12 months. Now you can easily identify 12 months. Correct? So it become what? Time ratio is equal to 1:4. Then what? Sales ratio. Pre. So what they have said? From incorporation, sales was doubled. Means before incorporation, sale was if X. So after incorporation, it become 2X. So can it become 3 into X? 3X. And post will be 2X into what? 12. Means 24X. Therefore, sales ratio is equal to 1:6. 8. Correct? Then in this we need to also calculate what? Salaries ratio, because specific information has been given. So the pre 3X, and after incorporation it was tripled. So post become 3X into 12, 36X. So what is the ratio? 1:12. Okay. 1:12. Understood why we have done 3X into 12? Because salary tripled after incorporation. So before incorporation it was X, after incorporation it become 3X. Simple. Correct. Now, working note number 3. Allocation of rent. What is the total rent given? 7,20,000. Minus. There was additional rent from 1st July. Yes. So additional rent. But the additional rent related to which period? So related to post. So it is how many per month? Into what? So from 1/7 to 31st March, 9 months into 9. 2,70,000. What is the balance rent? So this rent will be allocated in which ratio? Will be allocated in time ratio. How much? 4,50,000. But how much pre? 4,50,000 into 1/5. How much? Post is equal to 3,60,000. Plus is equal to simple. Means they try to kill you initially only. If you have done wrong, then to simple. 10 out of 10. If you have done that correct. Understood? Working note number 4. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Written? Then allocation of what? Interest. This is so interesting. Means it might happen you may do mistake यहाँ पर. If you have not understood the information. बताओ. What is the total interest? $9,51,000 minus interest paid to vendor, correct? From which period to which period? From 1/1/1998 to what? 31st March 1998. But the pre ki post entirely pre. So we need to calculate this. So this is 1 crore 17 lakh. 1 crore 17 lakh. The amount payable was 1 crore 17 lakh as per the information given in the question. Into 12%. Into 3 by what? 12 or 15? 12 ki 15? 12 na? Already I have explained this. 3 by 12. 12% per annum. It will be always 3 by 12. Correct? How much? 3,51,000. Balance is 6 lakh. Correct? Balance is 6 lakh. Now, this 6 lakh interest is for what? Borrowing. But this will be pre, post or both? Pre, post or both? Post. Very good. Excellent. Means, can I say this is interest on borrowing? On borrowing. So it is how much lakh? 50 lakh. Into what? 12%. Into 12%. And 6 lakh is coming for how many months? 12 months. It means, can I say, the loan has been taken for post period. Loan has been taken for post period. There are only 12 months, last 12 months. Last 12 months, correct? Understood. So it means this is totally which period? Post period. And now it become nil. Correct? If suppose some other balance is there, then allocate in which ratio? For which information if not given? Someone asked this question yesterday. If some balance is coming, always allocate in time ratio if information is not given. Understood? But we are pre-post, we understood? Simple. Done. Question over. Simple. But ICR asked it for 4 times because ICR know student do not concentrate. Initial, have patience. Different game. Totally different game. Everyone is potential यहाँ पर. Only you need to understand. You need to pass in the first attempt. And you also know that everyone will not pass. Some effort is required. Correct? Now, can we prepare first? Statement of profit and loss of what? Ma Private Limited. For the, now don't write up for the year ended. For the 15th month period ended. What is the end date? 31st March 1999. So it is 15th month period. 15th month period. Don't write year ended. Huh? So 15th month period ended. Basis total pre post. Can we start? Now, because they have given sales, can we write down sales directly? Yes, we can do. Sales. Or you can calculate gross profit and do it. Your choice. But better write down sales only, I will say. Because in SOP as GP comes, ki sales and COGS come. Sales will come separately and COGS will come separately. Because this statement of profit and loss. Now for company we do not prepare trading account. Now for company we do not prepare trading account. In SOP will only write down sales and cost of goods sold. Correct? So sales. But it will be sales ratio 1:8. What is the total amount? 2 crore 34 lakh. How much? Pre is what? 26 lakh. Post 2 crore 8 lakh. Then there is no other income. So write down total A. 2 crore 34 lakh. 26 lakh. And 2 crore 8 lakh. Then expense, cost of goods sold. It is 1 crore 63 lakh 80,000. COGS will be also in same ratio, sales ratio. So it is 18 lakh 20,000 and 45 lakh 60,000. Even though you are calculating GP and doing, answer will remain same. But my suggestion, do in this way. Because now in SOPL, as per Companies Act, we write down sales and cost of goods sold. Correct? Yes, sir. Then other item, salaries. In which ratio? 1:12. Total is what? 11,70,000. 90,000 and 10,80,000. Depreciation 1:4. 1,80,000. How much? 36,000. 1,44,000. Then what? Advertisement 1:8. It is how much? 7,02,000. 78,000. 6,24,000. Discount nothing given, 1:8. How much? 11,70,000. 1,30,000. 10,40,000. Correct? Then MD remuneration. Always post 90,000. 90,000. Then what? Office expenses. Time ratio 1:4. 1,20,000. 24,000 and 96,000. Then rent. Working note number 3. 7,20,000. How much? 90,000 and 6,30,000. Interest. Working note number 4. Total is what? 9,51,000. 3,51,000 and 6 lakh. Total expense 2 crore 14 lakh 83,000. Pre how much? 26 lakh 19,000. Post how much? 1 crore 88 lakh 64,000. Net profit बताओ. Total is what? 19,17,000 negative 19,000 19,36,000। तो कह रहे हो नेट प्रॉफिट ऑब्लिक नेगेटिव में लॉस। डन, हटू ना। I will speed. I need to decrease my speed. Really? You don't want AC? पीछे वाला करते हैं एंड गिव मी बैक। पीछे वाला, पीछे वाले एसी का स्विंग ऊपर करते हैं। चलो ना एवरीवन, now everyone, now done everyone। now in this question they have asked one more point कि accounting treatment of pre-incorporation profit or loss। write down note pre-incorporation loss of rupees 19,000 pre-incorporation loss of rupees 19,000 will be treated as cost of acquiring business। therefore it can be either debited to goodwill or capital reserve arising due to what? arising due to acquisition of business, correct, or written off against revenue profit, or written off against revenue profit. Same note already I have given to you, but till now I have not explained you what actually it means. Give me some time, I will only do. But this note is required if there is a pre-incorporation loss. Okay? Why this? I have not discussed. I will only discuss, don't worry. Okay? Simple. One more question. We need to complete this chapter today only. Okay? Question number 7. Page number 82. Now, this similar question in past exam has been asked for 16 marks. 1-6. Everyone listen. Don't do by your own. What happened? You lose the connection between me when you are doing by your own. Correct. The same question have been asked for 16 marks. Only they have given one interesting point, sales ratio. If sales ratio you correctly calculated, you got 16 out of 16. Otherwise, I don't know how many marks. Correct now? Understood? Listen carefully. Then do your own. Sales ratio. Listen carefully whatever I am saying. The Saideep Limited was incorporated on 1st August. On 1st August incorporation date 2007 to take over the running business of Krishna Bro with effect from 1st April 2007. The company received certificate of commencement of business on 1st October 2007. Can I say this certificate of commencement of business is not at all relevant for this chapter? Means this is what? Dhoka. This date is dhoka. They have given only to confuse you, not more than that. That chapter is pre-incorporation, so we don't require commencement date. Correct? Understood? Yes, sir. And the year end is what? 31st March. Now this date is very much relevant. You understood why? Correct? Yes, sir. Then they have given GP, sales ratio. Share transfer fee, new item. Share transfer fee. Now you understood, you applied common sense. Ki shares will be after. But what is the meaning of share transfer fee? That we need to understand now. You don't know what is this. You have understood share means what? Post only. You applied your common sense. Thank you very much. Give star mark. But we don't know what is this now. As a CA, you should know this. What is this income? Correct? Yes, sir. Office salary, which ratio? Office salary, time ratio. Partner salary, I have given one note. There are two items specifically related to what? Partner's interest, partner's salary and partner's interest. Correct? So partner's salary was but I have not discussed why. This is also one star mark. Give star mark. It will be but give star mark. I need to explain why. Advertisement, printing and stationery, traveling expense. Traveling expense may It can be any expense. So we need to wait for the other information. Nothing is given, time ratio. Because that is not carries outward. Carries outward is what? Sales ratio. Traveling to employee is traveling now. Correct? So we need to wait. We need to wait for this. Office rent, electricity charge, auditor charge, nothing is given, then post by giving a note. Director's charge, bad debt, commission on sales, preliminary expense, debenture interest, interest on capital. Interest on capital, which capital? Partner's capital. Correct? Capital means previous capital, na? In share capital there is no interest, there is dividend. So it is either proprietor capital or partner's capital. Correct? Now one doubt is coming, sir, in SOPL company, how partners? Doubt is there or not? This is the SOPL partnership firm ki company. So how partners? Doubt is coming or not? So that doubt is still pending from my side. Correct now? Now if I say pre, of course from examination point of done, but what will happen? In exam, if you are confused, you will do some blunder mistake. Correct? So I need to answer you why it is coming in the SOPL of company. Okay. Depreciation, time, additional information. Point number 1 I will read at the end. Office rent was paid at the rate of 8,400 per annum up to 30th September 2007, and thereafter it was paid at the rate of 10,800 per annum. I think you have understood, but I will do the working note. Okay. Traveling expense include 1,600 towards what? Sales promotion. It is what? And what is the balance traveling expense? How much? Whatever is coming. That is based on what? Time ratio. Understood? Correct. Then bad debt written off. Means there are two bad debt. The debt of 400 taken from vendor. But this will be what? Taken from vendor. Bad debt written off include a debt of 400 taken from vendor. It is always pre, already I have explained. Taken, the debtor was taken from vendor. Now that become what? Bad debt. So it is pre only. And the debt of 800 in respect of goods sold in September 2007. Token is now specific information given. You can't allocate in sales ratio. So for bad debt they have given specific information. Specific information. Depreciation include 600 for the asset acquired in post incorporation period. So 600 will be what? Post. What is the total depreciation? 2,100 minus what? 600. How much left? This will be which? Time ratio. This is for the entire month. Understood? Very good. So pre and post incorporation result, and also state how the result of pre and post incorporation are dealt with. Only you need to do what? Sales ratio. Okay. Correct? I will read. Listen carefully. I want correct answer. थोड़ा सा mathematics skills. Okay. Total sales for the year, which amounted to rupees 8 lakh, arose evenly up to the date of certificate of commencement. Means what they have said. These sales, up to these sales, the sales were evenly spread. Means arose evenly up to what date? Up to certificate of commencement of business. Which whereafter they recorded an increase of 2/3 during the remaining period. Means the remaining period it was increased by 2/3. Gross profit was uniform at a rate of 10% of selling price. Understood? And commission of 0.5% was paid on sales. So the 0.5% of 8 lakh how much? 0.5% of 8 lakh how much? And how much is given in SOPL? 4,000. In SOPL how much given? So again, this information is not relevant because this will be allocated in sales ratio. We'll find out sales ratio. So this information was not relevant. Correct? Similarly, they have said 8 lakh cut 10% how much? And you can see gross profit how much given? 80,000. Check karo. Means that information was also not required. They have given GP, so why rate is required? We want only which ratio? So will you calculate? I calculate. Try. How many minutes I have given? 5 minutes. Your 5 minutes start right now. Calculate only sales ratio. Have you started? Sales ratio. Done. One answer I got 3:13. Second option. 4:1. One answer I got 4:11. Everyone try. There is nothing to think about this answer. 3:5. One answer I got 3:5. 3:5. Three is to 7. 5:16. 1:4. मजा आ रहा है मतलब अब. 9:19. 1:3. 2:5. What happened? You have given your answer now. Be quiet. Let them try. Others are also there. Done? Everyone done? Abhi wait. Only 1 minute I will wait. Twenty-one is to 16. Done? Chalo. Silent now. Okay, done. Now, listen. First thing, now, I have already said one point. Out of this, one answer is correct. Please, I've already said once I started, I've given ample chance to everyone. Then also you are doing like this. Next time I will not come only for 5 days. I will come after 5 days. Understood? आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं आऊंगा ही नहीं, 5 दिन के बाद आऊंगा. जब आपको लगेगा कि मेरा जरूरत तो बुला लेना. और आई विल नॉट आस्क यू डू, आई विल डू ओनली एवरी क्वेश्चंस. यहां पर कोई कंपटीशन नहीं हो रहा है. देयर इज नो कंपटीशन. You are doing correct, you are not doing correct. No competition. Now, one answer is correct, but other answers are wrong. Those who have done wrong, don't be demotivated. Once again I am saying, correct? Those who have done wrong, there is nothing to demotivate. Only understand why you have done that wrong. Next time you should do wrong, correct. Agreeing? So next time you should do correct for the similar type of questions. Understood why this question was asked for 16 marks? Because if you have done this wrong, 16 marks gone. Simple exam become complicated exam. But this question is super easy. Super easy. Means you have not understood the wordings. Everyone, once again I will read. 1:3 is correct. But listen, those who have done correct, nothing to be excited about this. Now, what they have given, those who have done correct, those who have not done correct, listen. Total sales for the year, which amounted to rupees 8 lakh, arose evenly up to the date of certificate of commencement. Means from 1/4 to 1/10, how many months? 6 months. For 6 months, because it was evenly spread, can we assume monthly sales is X? So we will assume X, 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 X. Out of this, pre is what? 3 months. Post is what? 3 months. बोलो या सुनो. Sorry. How many months? Sorry, my mistake. X. Now it is what? X and X. So pre is how many months? 4 months. And post is how many months? 2 months. Now it might happen you have taken 6 months as pre. Anyone has taken 6 months as pre? No one has taken. Okay, very good. Now what they have said, thereafter they recorded, day means what? Monthly sales recorded. Day means that company recorded an increase of 2/3 during the remaining period. So an increase means plus. So can I say for each month it will become X plus 2/3x. Means some of you have taken 2/3x. That is wrong. How many have taken 2/3x? Understood the mistake? Mistake identify the mistake. Nothing to think what? Negative. What they have said, they recorded an increase. Increase means what? Plus. So earlier it was X. Now it become X plus what? 2/3x. All is what? Information play. Means you need to understand the information very correctly. Correct? Understood? So it become X plus 2/3x, which is equal to what? 5x/3. For how many months? So into 6 is equal to what? 10x. Means this is totally post. Totally post. It was very simple. One wording you are not able to interpret, and believe me, you are knowing this chapter. But what happened? Wrong. ICI want that only. ICI will not give complicated question. One information they will give you. Means entire chapter will be easy. One information you will not be able to identify and game will be over. Correct? We need to understand question carefully. Answer is not at all important. Don't think about answer. Think about question. Start giving respect to the questions. Understood? Once again, what I have said. Whereafter they recorded an increase. Whereafter they recorded an increase of 2/3. Means initially it was x. Now increase of the x plus 2/3 x. I think now you are able to correlate. Correct? So what? But the pre will be 4x. Post will be what? 2x plus what? 10x is equal to what? 12x. Therefore, sales ratio is equal to what? 4:12 or 1:3. Correct? Understood? Now, it is a game of what? 10 minutes. Only one working note more. So, this was sales ratio. Sales ratio you have done. Now, time ratio is what? Pre how many month? Post how many month? So it is which ratio? Understood how it is 10x came. Write down this also. X plus 2/3x. Have you understood? This also you write down, huh? Otherwise you will not able to understand. This timeline also you draw. Then timeline. Written. This you have written. Now, working note number 3. First will be pre-post period, then ratio, then allocation of rent. This I will explain, even though you can do. Allocation of rent. Now, one four 1/8 31st March. Now, what they have said, office rent was paid at the rate of 8,400 per annum up to 30th September. So 30th September will be this. Bata. Pre is 4 month. Post is how many month? Post. No. These two. How many month? 2 month na. So from this to this, the rent was 8,400 divided by 12 per month is what? So 700 per month. Understood? 700 per month. Understood? Then, thereafter it was paid, means after this for remaining 6 months, it was paid for how much? 10,800 per annum. So divide by 12, how much? 900 per month. I think you have understood. What is the pre-rent? 700 into what? 4. 2,800. How much post rent? 700 into 2 plus 900 into 6. How much? 6,000. And total rent is what? Check whether rent is coming same amount. Correct. Means we are doing correct. It is coming 9,600 SOPL. Can I say once again? Interesting point. If you are able to understand, you will be doing it. Thora some confusion, some mistake will happen. Correct? Yes, sir. Now I think all the points are simple. Can we start? Or you can prepare one working note for depreciation also. Working note number 4. Allocation of depreciation. Total depreciation 2,100. Related to post period only. How much? 600. So balance how much? This will be allocated in time ratio. Pre how much? Post how much? Pre how much? Post how much? Total become 1,600. Means this will come. Correct? Now, let us do what? SOPL. Statement of profit and loss of which company? Sai Deep Limited. For the year ended 2008 na. Basis total pre post. Income. Can we start? Income. So we'll start with gross profit. 1:3. Total is 80,000, 20,000 and 60,000. Share transfer fee. Post 1,000, 1,000. Total income 81,000, 20,000, 61,000. Expense. Salaries. Which ratio? 1:2. It is 7,000 and I'm not writing total, okay? 7,000 and 14,000. Then partner's salary. Pre. Always pre. How much? 6,000. Advertisement. 1:3. 1,100 and 3,300. Then what? Printing and stationery 1:2. How much? 500 and 1,000. Traveling expenses. Is write down. Related to sales. How much? 1,600. In which ratio? 1:3. Allocate. 400 and 1,200. Related to what? Time. 1:2. How much? 2,400. How much? 800 and 1,600. Or you can prepare one working note for this if you want. Not understood? Give star mark. 1 second, I'll explain. Then rent. Rent as per working note number 3. How much? 2,800 and how much? 6,800. Electricity charges. Correct. 1:2. How much? 300 and 600. I'm not writing total column, okay? Then auditor charges. You to give a note for this. Post. Correct. How much? 600. Director charges. Post. How much? 1,000. Bad debt. As per actual. But how much pre? Pre is what? 400. Post is, any doubt in this? Bad debt? Then commission 1:3. How much? 1,000 and 3,000. Then preliminary expenses, post 700. Then debenture interest, post 1,800. Then what? Interest on capital, pre 1,600. Then last, depreciation as per working note number 4. How much? All point done. Total B. $1,600, yes. Total is what? 22,400 and 38,000. Net profit. I think loss is also there, na? Loss. How much pre-incorporation profit? Loss how much? 2,400. Profit 23,000. Only sales ratio. Done? Means this chapter, now target is full out of full. And we have given ample time. I'll give you after some days, I'll give you practice handbook also. Compilation of different type of question, which I will do only when you have doubt. Otherwise, I will not do in class. So if you'll ask me doubt, then only I will do it. Otherwise, I will assume you have understood, because solution will be given in that. A compilation of all other questions which has came in exam or whatever. Correct? So don't worry about questions. Questions, you'll do many questions. In class, objective is to understand whether you are understanding or not. Now, traveling expense, once again, doubt came. They written point number 3, traveling expense include 1,600 for sales promotion. So sales promotion is related to sales. To which ratio? Sales ratio. The balance 4,000 is the total traveling expense. See? So 4,000 minus 1,600, 2,400. That will be assumed to be related to time. Understood? Yes, sir. Now, write down once again that note. Pre-incorporation loss of rupees 2,400 will be either debited to what? Goodwill account or capital reserve account or written off through what? Revenue, profit. Correct. Point number B, post incorporation profit of rupees 23,000 will be transferred to what? Will be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. Now 3-star mark was there. Let us come to that 3-star mark. Initially, when I have given the note last class, in this question, no doubt. Correct? One assumption you will write down for auditor charges. Assumption you will write down by your own. Now, first, everyone, this is the date of acquisition, this is date of incorporation, and this is the year end. And this is the period when the business was carried in other name. Correct? Now, normally what happens? Suppose X and Y are partner. So they will only convert their partnership into company. Means they will only become what? Shareholders from this date. Correct now? So it is only conversion of partnership firm into company. Business remains same, owner also remains same, management also remains same, everything remains same. Understood what I am saying? Only change in the nature of nature of business remains same. Form of business change. Initially it was in the name of partnership firm, now it is in the name of company. Are you getting what I am saying? So, what happened normally? Ki XY who were partner now will become shareholders. It means during this period, this period, in this period, who is running the business? Partner. During this period, who is running the business? Say, board of directors, they were 2 shareholders, na? So they are shareholders and they are only in the board of directors. Because you say directors, I am saying directors. Means these shareholders only become director? Correct. Now, during this period, can I say XY will only run the business on behalf of company? And because they are running the business, they are entitled to some remuneration or not? Means now company will pay remuneration to XY who is not yet become what? Shareholders. So we can't say remuneration to shareholders or director, because directors will be appointed after incorporation. So XY is running the business on behalf of what? Company, because company is not yet registered. Therefore, during this period, it might happen company is paying remuneration to XY because they are managing the company on behalf of what? Managing the company on behalf of company only. Correct. And similarly, suppose the capital of this business was 10 lakh. 5 lakh X, 5 lakh what? Y. Now this capital will be converted into equity share capital. This capital, partners capital will become equity share capital. But it will become equity share capital only after incorporation. Means company is using this fund for making profit or not. Means company is using the capital of partner for this 3 month or 4 month or as the case may be for earning profit. So बताओ, these partners are entitled to some interest or not? Are you getting? So can you say interest on capital or partners remuneration will be always for which period? Because post it will become dividend and post it will become directors remuneration. Are you getting? Therefore during pre-period in the books of company there can be some remuneration to previous owner or interest to previous owner. Understood now? Understood pre-post? Why I have said this will be always pre? Correct. Understood? Yes sir. Now, second star mark, there were 3 star mark. What was one more star mark? That I will say, one more star mark. Gross profit. Gross profit. Listen. Everyone. Now, can I say, everyone, कि GP means what? GP ratio means gross profit divided by sales. Correct? This is known as GP margin. GP margin. Correct? Understood? Now, if GP margin is constant 10%, correct? Understood? But sales will not be constant. Can I say it might happen कि first month 10 lakh, next month 12 lakh, then 15 lakh, then 35 lakh, then 5 lakh. Bole yes or no? Correct? Are we able to understand? Means this 10% should be applied to each monthly sales, and then we need to find out what is the GP of first, suppose this is date of incorporation, first 3 months what is the GP, and the balance month what is the GP. Means normally we should do in this way, but what assumption we have taken कि GP ratio is also constant and sales is also what? Evenly spread. Evenly spread. Can I say bakwas assumption? Entire chapter is bakwas. I started with this only. The chapter is only from examination point of view. Will we do in real sense like this? Never. Will prepare what? Trading PL of respective period. Respective period. So what assumption has been taken? कि GP is constant and sales is also what? Evenly spread. Are you agreeing? Correct. Means if the GP ratio every month is different, it can't change. 10% for first month, 12% for next month. Then can you apply sales ratio? Then we cannot apply sales ratio. Means till now they have not given GP ratio different for pre-period and different for post-period. Let us take one example. Let an example. Calculation of gross profit. Correct? Question. Total sales $12 lakh. Total sales is 12 lakh. Correct. Date of acquisition, DOA, 1/4/2018. Date of incorporation, date of incorporation, 1/7/2018. Year end, 31st March 2019. Sales, monthly sales, was doubled after 1/7/2018. Simple. ठीक है. GP ratio of first 5 months is 10%. GP ratio of balance month is 12%. Understood? This type of question till now not asked. Have you understood what I am saying? You will do, I will do. Try. Means suppose I have not done in class this type of question. It might happen because IC has not yet asked. Are bolna yes or no? But in exam that question come, you are not supposed to blame me. Huh? This is your exam, your career, you need to suffer. I will do nothing to worry. I am the best teacher. I will teach you everything, even though coming or not coming in exam. But suppose this question come, you should work smartly, apply your common sense and do it. Don't blame others. Don't cry, don't panic in exam hall. Do it. You have two options, do or do. Do it. Apply common sense, huh? Question everyone understood? Means I have given you GP ratio now. Means GP ratio is not constant. For the first 5 months it was 10%. Thereafter it become 12%. In every question we have taken one assumption GP ratio is constant. But in this question GP ratio is not uniform. Therefore you can't apply now sales ratio. Understood? Now do it. First you try. Maximum what will happen? You will do wrong. Nothing to worry. What you have given? I ask you GP. GP of pre and post. Acha, that I have not written. Calculate. GP for pre and post period. Gross profit for pre and post period. बता 30,000 1 lakh. First answer I got this. 50,000 and 84,000. Done? Only 1 minute extra. No one to discuss anything. Please don't discuss and do. Same. First ki second? First. How many getting first? How many getting second? Any other answer? One 171. Chalo. Now, let me do now. Everywhere. First, you need to calculate pre-sales. Can I say 3x? Post-sales. How much? It is 2x into 9, 18x. This two you understood? Now listen. Now you need to find out monthly sales now. Correct? Means we can do 3x plus 18x is equal to what? 12 lakh. It means what is x? Batao. 18 lakh. How much? 12 lakh divided by what? 21. 1 lakh 57,000. 57,143. Because I have created the question right now, so this type of figure is coming. In exam, figure will be good. You know figure? So in exam, you'll get good figure. In class, because my figure is also not good. Understood? Chalo. So we are not concerned about decimal or what. Have you understood what I have done? So it means x is equal to this. Now, it means pre-sales is what? April, May, June. It will be 57,143 into what? 3 is equal to what? 1,71,429. And for the first 3 months, what was the ratio? Therefore, GP of this is what? 10% of 1,71,429, which is 17,143. Correct? Then post. Correct? For July and August, it is 2x means 4x. So 4 into 57,143 is equal to what? How much? 578. So GP of these 2 months is 10% only. GP of these 2 months is 10% only. बोला रे ठीक है यार चलता है. Okay. Can I start? So it is 10% of 2,28,572. 2,28,000. So this become 22,857 for the next 2 months. Then post only September, October, November, December, January, February and March. How many months? 7 months. Correct? 7 months. And now it will be what? 14 into 14 now. 2x means 14 into 57, 143. Under the why I have done 14? Because it was 2x into 7, 14x. How much? 8 lakh? 8 lakh 2. अरे क्या क्वेश्चन है. 8 lakh 2. Correct? Now GP of this 7 month is 12%. 12% of 8 lakh 2 is equal to what? 96,000. So these two GP become how much? 1,18,857. This become post GP. You should thank to ICI, they are not asking this type of question. Then also students say IPCC is complicated. Give me opportunity to create question paper. तब बताता हूँ. They will not give me chance, don't worry. But can this become what? Interesting, na? Sales ratio. Can I say? I will say if they will ask this type of question, we should say yes, complicate thoda sa. They are not asking this type of questions. Because they know that in that question only student will die. Why? Because we are not focused. Understood? Whatever I am saying that is correct. You need to realize this as soon as possible. Otherwise time will go. I think you have understood what I have done. Written? You writing? Written? Thank you very much. Writing, to write? ये अच्छा लिखना है. ऊपर करूं. ले. Now you'll take another 10 minutes to write. Write with me, yeah. Have you understood solution what I have done? But I am happy I got the correct solution. How many of you said this? I was not expecting. But very happy. Very much happy. Those who have done correct. This only you have done. Very happy. Those who have not done, demotivate नहीं होता. Challenge करो. Next time you will do correct. You should challenge them. Be focused. Correct? The day will come, you will be before them. Write down fast. Have you understood the question and solution both? Have you understood why I have done this question for margin of safety? If in exam they ask, you should be able to do it. Two star mark over. Last star mark. Write down fast. How many are coming for the first day? First day. मतलब कुछ भी पूछा उठा था. Who is for first day? Understanding? Huh? Bring blanket. इससे तो प्यार हो गया मेरे को ना. Written? I was waiting for you only. Everyone written? Yes. Now the last term mark and let us complete this chapter. And one question is also left. Question number 9. Question number 9 was homework, sorry. Question number 8 is left and 2 is very easy. Now everyone, last point. Everyone. Suppose this is the balance sheet of Mr. Ram and Sons, means partnership firm or proprietorship, whatever you say. So of course asset will come, suppose 10 lakh, liability will come, suppose 2 lakh, and either capital or partners capital will come 8 lakh, and balance sheet will tally. Correct? And suppose this is 31st March 2018. On this date, either it is converted into company, or it is acquired by a company. Correct? New company, but newly formed company. Suppose the date of acquisition is 1/4/2018. So can I say in the books of company, don't write, only listen. Books of company, we need to pass one journal entry. Correct now? Means on this date we'll close this book and we'll open a new books of a company. Means partnership firm books will be closed. So how to close? We'll go to partnership chapter. How to close the books of account, coming soon in your life. How to open? That will be also detailed discussion will be done in some other chapter. But I need to give you one concept. For that I am taking that part right now only. Means one thing is clear, that company for company and new books of account will be opened. And new books of account will be opened. I will to pass journal entry for acquiring this business. So what they have acquired? They have acquired asset and liability. Correct now. So this assets and liability of partnership firm will now become assets and liability of company. So journal entry asset. How much asset? 10 lakh. How much liability? 2 lakh. And because they have acquired, they need to pay consideration to Mr. Ram or Ram and Sons. Let us assume they are vendor. Vendor means selling company, selling the business. So to vendor, correct, Mr. Ram will pay the consideration as agreed. As agreed. Suppose the consideration paid is 12 lakh. 12 lakh in cash, will pay in cash or in the form of equity shares. Correct. So 12 lakh is the consideration. This is the amount payable to whom? The vendor, Mr. Ram or Mr. Ram and Sons. Correct. The difference between these two will be either what? Goodwill or what? Capital reserve. I think same journal entry has been given to you in CA Foundation also. I don't know which chapter, I don't remember. But somewhere this journal entry has been given to you. In company chapter. Correct now? Correct? Means whenever PC is more than net asset acquired, so whatever extra we are paying, that is for acquiring their goodwill. And if PC is less than what? Net asset. Then it become our gain. So gain will be transferred to what? Capital reserve. Detailed discussion of this point will be done in one chapter, amalgamation advanced accounting. Detailed discussion. Detail means super detail. Abhi only thoda sa. Are you getting what I am saying? So what I am saying, ki assets and liability are taken over, and for this consideration is paid. Any difference between consideration and assets and liability taken over will be either goodwill or capital reserve. Correct. Means, can I say in this way, either this will come or this will come. In this, how much is coming? 4 lakh goodwill. Now this goodwill is nothing but extra amount paid for acquiring the business. Means we call it cost of acquiring a business. Cost of acquiring a business. And this is known as gain on acquisition of business. So either it will be cost of acquiring a business or gain on acquisition of business. Gain will be transferred to which account? Capital reserve. Cost will be transferred to which account? Goodwill account. Means either goodwill or capital reserve. Both nahi aayega. Either goodwill or capital reserve. Means either there will be cost or gain. Correct? Now listen. Can you say pre-incorporation profit or loss was a result due to acquisition of business only? Due to acquisition of business. Because we acquired a business, a running business, we acquired a running business without forming a company, it resulted in pre and post incorporation profit or loss. Means the reason was because of acquisition of a running business. Correct now? Means if I have opened a new company, start a new business, then there is no pre-incorporation profit or loss. Because we acquired this business, because of that reason, such loss of profit emerges. So can I conclude now कि pre-incorporation profit or loss is due to acquisition of business? अरे बोलो ना, due to acquisition of business. Correct. Now pre-incorporation loss, पहले profit, pre-incorporation profit, gain will be transferred to what? Capital reserve. Link हुआ? Link. Already I said pre-incorporation profit is transferred to capital reserve. Gain is there na? Loss. Pre-incorporation loss is treated as cost of acquiring business. Oh, अच्छा ये बात. Pre-incorporation loss is considered as cost of acquiring business. Are you able to understand? Cost means it will be debited to what? Goodwill. बोलना रे. Pre-incorporation loss. Goodwill means what? Cost of acquiring business. बोलो ना. Goodwill means what? Cost of acquiring business. Whatever extra you are paying means extra payment to acquire that business. The cost of acquiring business is what? Goodwill. Means whatever loss is treated as cost of acquiring business because that has been incurred due to running business only. Correct. Therefore, pre-incorporation loss is treated as what? Cost of acquiring business. Therefore, debit to what? Goodwill. If any, in this journal entry. If suppose goodwill is not there, then what is there? So debit to capital reserve, if any, in this journal entry. Understood now? So what I have said, pre-incorporation loss will be either debited to goodwill account, if any. If goodwill is not there, then debit to what? Capital reserve, if any. If both are not there, then transfer to revenue reserve. Adjusted with what? Revenue reserve. Now understood that point? Now understood that point? बोला रे? बोल दे. बोल दे. So pre-incorporation loss, once again. Pre-incorporation loss will be considered as what? Cost of acquiring business. Which will be either debited to what? If any, on acquisition of business. If goodwill is not there, then debit to what? If any, on acquisition of business. Both are not there, then transfer to what? Means adjust with revenue profit. Means post profit. One rule is there. All loss should be written off one day. Loss need to be written off one day. So if there is nothing, we write off against what? revenue profit. Revenue profit. Understood that para now? थोड़ा स्माइल कर दो, थोड़ा स्माइल. Means I am able to explain you that or not. However, not at all required for this chapter. Not at all. Because only that sentence in write down, pre-incorporation loss will be debited to this. Therefore, I need to explain this. Even though I am not explaining, that to rat liya. Bola re, whenever loss is there, what do you write down? It will be debited to what? Goodwill account. Or what? Capital reserve account. Or what? Revenue profit. Bolna yes or no? Now, even though you forget, can you write down? To ho gaya na. But now you will never forget. Because I have explained you. Correct? Detailed discussion of this point will be done in which chapter? Amalgamation. Coming soon in your life. Amalgamation. Understood? Time ho jata hai. Yeah, I be given very less time actually. इनको बोलता हूँ थोड़ा बढ़ाओ यार, मजा ही नहीं आता, खत्म हो जाता है. आपको भी अच्छा नहीं लग रहा हो ना? आई शुड बी गिवन मोर टाइम ना. 5-6 आवर्स तो बनता है. हाँ मेरे साथ वटेवर. ना आर यू कंफर्टेबल एवरीथिंग? ना everything is covered, comfortable now. Now one question is still left. Tomorrow only. That question is not homework. But एक बार question number 2. I'll explain only one point. अरे till I say thank you, don't pack रे. थोड़ा respect दे दे. I came 10 minutes late also. तो 10 minutes तो लूँगा ना. चलो. Now question number 2 homework. Star Limited was incorporated on 1st July to acquire running business with effect from 1st April. The accounts were ended on 31st March 2008. There was a gross profit of 3 lakh. Okay. The sales amounted to 12 lakh, of which 2 lakh 40,000 were for the first 6 months. Similar question we have done in question number 1. You can do it sales ratio. The expense debited to PL account, director fees, bad debt, advertising. No. Read the question carefully. Otherwise, will come. Read the question carefully. Respect question. What is under a contract amounting to rupees 1,000 per month? Now it become what? Time ratio. Correct? Then salaries and general expense, preliminary expenses, donation to a political party, but the donation will be given once the company is incorporated. So it will be always post if question is silent. It will be always post if the question is silent, because donation can be given after incorporation only in the name of company. Correct? So if question is silent, post. I think super easy question. ठीक है, आंसर कर बता देना मुझे. ठीक है, only one question is left. Apart from that, one question 9 was homework. Have you done it? 9 में any doubt? How many were not done? Question 9 not done. Why? Do re? Do na? All have done? No doubt. क्या स्टूडेंट रहे, एवरीवन डन. जबरदस्त. आई एम मोटिवेटेड. थैंक यू वेरी मच. विल मीट टुमारो. टिल देन बाय बाय. टेक केयर. एंजॉय योर रिमेनिंग डे एंड क्लास. आई गॉट वन आंसर फ्रॉम यू ओनली. अच्छा बता दे. समवन हैज गिवन मी करेक्ट आंसर. लेट मी लिसन व्हाट शी हैज सेड. समवन हैज गिवन मी करेक्ट आंसर. बैठे बैठ रहे. सुनो. बट 100% करेक्ट. कहां से? ना सुनो भैया कौन किससे बड़ा? ओनली मी. अदरवाइज नहीं मिलेगा. सब धोखा देते हैं. 100% perfect answer explanation. You have not understood. Give me some time. I will do. Means see, asset is a resource which arises from past activities, which is under the control of the entity, and which will give future economic benefit. But what is the meaning of this? I will explain in some class of mine only. Don't worry. But I got the answer. वो अच्छी बात है. See, same answer. You have not said me. Your brother is from where? मेरे से. अरे क्या बात है, क्या बात है. आज तो दिन बना दिया मेरा. करेक्ट. और किसको मिला? और किसको मिला? तेरा भाई तुम ऐसे नहीं पढ़ा होगा. सेम आंसर. रिपीट कर. चलो, थैंक यू वेरी मच. कुछ भी डाउट है पूछ लो. आई एम हियर फॉर 5 मिनट.